Okay, Jeter here with this Softail behind me. He shows up. He's at our camp. He's got, I look down there, he's got to go back to Texas. I'm like, that back tire ain't going to go to Texas, man. And so he's like, ah, shit, he don't have much money. So I gets him a free tire that I had actually stashed. I tell you what, it's a Chinko. So I get him that. So we're going to put it on, lagging. And then he thinks he don't want to inconvenience me, so he goes over and has a shop put it on in Sturgis. I'm not going to say the name of the shop, but it was not Sasha's. Sasha's shop's cool, man. That guy's good. There was another shop there. There ain't many. And the guy didn't want to put it on. Charged him $160. My God, to put a tire on. He brought the tire. Didn't want to reuse the tube. I've used tires and tubes 100 times. So today the thing goes... So we're coming out here because my brake's been sticking on. I got this thing where I hit the brakes and they don't come off some of the time. And I got to stop and bang on them. So I've tried everything to fix it, man. Rebuilt slave cylinder, new brake line, where we told me, and the brake line didn't fix it. Still doing it. So I picked up a master cylinder kit. So we're looking for a place to do it. And I'm on the phone and Jeter's impatient, so he don't wait, right? Because we would have put his tire on today for free. But we're coming up here. I met this guy, Mark, and he said, yeah, we can use his garage. So this is his shop. And we rebuilt my master cylinder. And what it was is my whole brake system was just full of dirt. I don't know how it gets in there. It's a sealed system. But it's full of dirt. So it's a good thing to have Bernardo here because I had already bought a kit for it. Because I tried everything else. The last thing was a master cylinder. So here we are. Right? And other than that, my bike runs great. It's 219,000 miles on it now, right? But this is the shop. Got a flat tire. We were just coming down to work on these bikes and at a friend's house in Lead. I just got to mess with them. My brake's sticking for some reason. And Jeter had bike job, put this thing on yesterday and went flat today. And they're saying it's because he made him put in the used tube with a used tire. We got to deal with it now. They're not going to help us out any. Great. So at this point, Bernardo ran off to find a bike shop, which I didn't know there was one down there, but it was closed. And ultimately, he ended up over at the Indian shop, and they came by to pick Jeter's bike up, as you'll see in a minute. But I had to take it through this parking structure first. In the next scene, if you look behind us, you'll see the parking structure. I had to bring it through on a flat tire, and I'm trying not to sit on it, so I'm standing over it, and I'm duck walking it through, and it was a lot of fun. And finally, I got it through to the end, where these guys were able to pick it up.
That's a soft tail right there, the ape hanger.
Thank you,
Hi.
sir.
How you doing? This is Todd, our hero. Don't worry, it doesn't last very long. It gets old fast, right?
You want to do the honors, Bernardo?
Sure, I'll do it. I'll do it.
We'll push it up there.
Yeah, we'll push it on up, I guess.
There you go. I think I'd let it drive itself. That's how it's going.
You want to sit on it?
Want me to get up?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you said forklift. I'm thinking he's coming to this.
Yeah, no, these guys are pros, man.
This is the guy who owns the Indian. I don't know if he owns it. He's from the Indian shop down here in Deadwood. They deal with only old authentic Indians. It's an interesting shop. But he's going to help him out. And of course, Bernardo, Jeter's out of money. That shop up there charged him $160 to put a tire on. And they had to have pinched the tube. We're going to find out once it's off. And now they're blaming it on the used tube. Because Jeter didn't have enough money to buy a new one. $160 left him with $45 to get home with. That was a bad decision on his part. We were going to help him today anyway. Whatever. He was trying to be a nice guy and not inconvenience us. So we'll find out. Bernardo's probably going to do it. We'll see what happens. Todd's loaned us a jack. This is him.
It's a 500. It's probably like a 516 tube or something. It's a 16 inch tube.
It's a 16.
Do you think that'll go high enough to get you up?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it will.
I've had the similar jack, so. I mean, I know how to use, I'm a mechanic, I know how to use, I understand you might not want me to.
No, that's
but
fine.
If
you need the tire peeled off, you can peel it. I gotta go.
Well, if you let me use it, I'll do it, so you don't have to get held
They
up.
got a pinch tube on there.
Oh shit.
But they got
Yeah, no, I've been running tire machines for 30 years.
Yeah.
So more.
Okay.
He's a better mechanic.
So you got a compressor, you got air for us
Yeah,
too?
he's got air on right now.
Awesome.
He's just piddling on his own little system there.
Hey Jeter.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, I'll get paid first. I'll pay you back.
It's okay, man.
All right.
Hey,
I'm gonna go.
You're out of here?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, hey man, thanks a lot, all right?
Yep, no problem. Hopefully it works out.
Wow. I gotta let him use the machine.
I got one.
So we're in Deadwood. It's in the middle of cool Deadwood nights, and we got the other shop down here was closed, and this one is Jerry's. Well, I'll get the sign in a minute, but these guys do only old, authentic Indians. That's all this shop does. It's kind of interesting, but they're not even open today. They're messing with their own trucks behind the place. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen this place, if I can get this to show through, but these are all old authentic Indians. That's all this place does. Parts, restoration, Let's see if I can get the sign. That's it. It turned out Jeter's old tube looked like it was new. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it. And there was also no pinches in it, so we don't know why it went flat. It did, however, have the valve stem ripped off of it. But that, I'm sure, happened while I was bringing it through that underground parking lot on the flat tire, trying not to wreck nothing, right? So we don't really know what causes flat, and we weren't really going to spend a lot of time investigating it because we just wanted it fixed. Fortunately, Bernardo was carrying an extra tube, and he just gave it to Jeter. And from there, we left to go up to Lead to go to Mark's house, where I had arranged earlier for him to let us use his garage. So this is a guy I had just met, another rider who was willing to help us out. I had already bought a kit for it because I tried everything else. The last thing was a master cylinder. So here we are, right? And other than that, my bike runs great. It's 219,000 miles on it now, right? But this is the shop. Bernardo's our lead mechanic.
Yeah.
Say hi to all your fans, Bernardo.
Hi.
Because he's actually pretty good. And he likes doing this shit, and I kind of hate it. And it's put back together nice. Gotta put the saddlebags on it. That kit cost me like $21. It's pretty cheap. So, and then Mark gave us coffee and donuts, and now he's
got
his
food
old
on
lady's
it.
making dinner. And we just met this guy. Well, I've seen him around, but I just met him for, you know, like, hey, you got a place we can do this at, and need a lift. And we're gonna get showers here too, it looks like. And so you're helping him with advice about his own bike.
Yeah.
He wanted you to listen to it.
Yeah. It's not, of course, not making the noise. It
It's not
never
making the
screws
noise.
up. Yeah, it never rears its ugly head until you leave the shop and you're like, yeah, it's making the noise now. You bring it back to the mechanic and nothing.
So you don't know what it is?
Nah. I just warned him about the chain tensioners, but he's well aware.
Yeah,
He's been doing this for a while, as you can see.
Yeah, he put this top end on this bike.
Yeah.
He sent the bottom end out to Dark Horse. Bottom end went on it, 50,000 miles. 50, 60,000, something like that. Bottom end went. Maybe he rides hard, but that's usually a freak thing when that happens. Look, there's some brake pads. So we got those right there.
I know. I didn't want to offer them up. They're not mine. But he's got a set of pads in there now. So.
Yeah, and he owes me $30. Yeah, because Jeter got $45 left to get home with.
Well, I'm gonna have to wait till the 3rd for my check to come in
Yeah.
before I can go.
He was a day early and $1 short. A day early, not a day late. A day early. He did this yesterday, and today I'm like, hey, I've got a place. We're gonna go work on our bikes. So we're gonna hope that my rear brake stops sticking on. You push it down, it stays on. My last bike never did that. The whole 500,000 miles I had it. But I did have to put another master. By the time the master cylinder was worn out on that one, it couldn't be fixed. I had to, it was so worn out on the inside, it couldn't be fixed. I had to get, but back then I could still get one. So anyways, we put that kit in it, and it was full of dirt, the whole system. So we'll see if it works now. Looks like we're gonna eat with Mark's family. So got my hands cleaned up enough to eat with. This has turned out to be a cool thing for everybody, really.
This is plant-based. That is dairy.
I'll start with one. Let's see if that's enough.
It's not.
All right. On top of Jeter's bald tire, his brake pads were also on the metal. They'd been on the metal. His rear rotor was pretty chewed up. But even with all that, I loaned him $30, and Bernardo ran off and picked us up a set of brake pads, and we put that in there. Now, my brake had been causing me trouble since, the beginning of last winter. And at that point, what it was doing was sticking on. And at that point, I rebuilt the slave cylinder, the caliper in the back. And the pistons in those get bad corrosion on them, and that one was really needed to be rebuilt. And usually when a brake sticks on, that's what the problem with these older bikes. I've had to fix that many times. It's an easy fix. You get a kit, you just slide the new piston in, a couple pieces of rubber, bleed it up, no big deal. But that had obviously not fixed it. Next, the mechanics told me to replace the brake line. I'd never heard of that before, but a lot of people told me that, so I did that. Well, the thing was still sticking on. So the last thing is the master cylinder, which I didn't want to go into. So, but I had bought a kit for it, obviously, and we put it in. And what we found out was the master cylinder was full of dirt. The rest of the system had been obviously bled through and cleaned out a lot of times when I did that other work to it. Just bleeding the lines, replacing the fluid had been done a few times on these rebuilds and new brake lines and all that stuff. So one of the return holes was plugged up. I'd had a couple friends tell me they'd had this happen in the past. That's what it turned out to be. All we did was clean it out really good and put that kit that I had bought in it and put it back together, and the problem seems to be solved. My brake's working just fine now. So obviously it was the master cylinder on this trip, a thing that had never happened to me before, a problem I never had. I don't know when I'll get to the point when I've had them all. Just when I think I did, there's a new one comes up. With that, you guys, I'm going to leave you the usual links in the Dropbox below, which I hope you go look at, one to my book, etc., and my donate stuff. And with that, I'll see you all on the next video.